it did not like me clicking on things, I guess. So that's fun. Yeah. But we're back now. I don't know why that happened though. That's really annoying. Um, but yeah, anyway, there is a movie from the early 2000s starring Jamie Lee Curtis about a whole bunch of raiders is the wrong term. Kind of shithead, like reclamators, I guess, who board this boat that they think is abandoned. And it turns out the boat's actually like under control from some alien AI, and it's like using the bodies from the crew and a bunch of like materials all around to build like these horrible automated cyborgs. Um, yeah, it's a cool as hell movie. It's super super cool. Cannot recommend it enough. I am just blanking on the name of it. Um, I guess that just shows it was a long day at work, which it was. Which it was. All right, so let's look at some arms for these guys. I do want to mix in some of the zombie kind of grabby arms with these, because I think that'll be kind of fun. So we're going to pull off one of those, and we're going to pull off one of these blade arms, and then we'll grab a drill arm, and we'll grab this machine gun arm here. And up, chainsaw arm, and the machine gun arm, and we'll kind of see what we got after that, I think. Okay. So let's see. Got this guy here. He could get a drill arm. All right. So the connection points for the connection points for our zombies are a little bit smaller than the arm connection points for these guys. Not so much that I think it's going to be super bad, but it is something to consider when you're putting them on. Just make sure they really line up. You have to just be a little bit more careful getting them to line up. That's the drill arm sound. Let's get this guy a zombie arm for his left arm. Let's see. Let's find one that's kind of like reaching across the body. There we go. Now these zombie arms are going to, in turn, work for the other guys, like as reverse. So if you wanted to use them on the other robot bodies, it's going to 100% work too. And I'm going to point this out in 1 second. I say expecting this arm to go in faster as I drop it. Yeah, it's super cool. That's super cool. I love that. It's worth pointing out that both the Scavengers 1 and Scavengers 2 actually have a bunch of zombie bits on them. Which is pretty cool. So there they are right there. Some zombie bits there. Yeah, I think, is everything still working? I think so. Think so. Okay. We'll see if people come back. Yeah, it's kind of a shame when it dies like that. It doesn't always happen. I don't know what does it. But anyway. So yeah, so our zombie guy here. Let's see if these zombie heads actually work for these well. We'll see. We'll take this one. because the arms work really good. And I think the heads are going to work, but I think we might need to do a little bit of modification and cut the neck stump down. Yeah, we're going to have to cut the neck stump down, which is fine. It is a convex neck stump on the heads, and then it's a flat neck stump on the bodies. So. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Look at that. That's really cool. I like his big beefy drill arm because it is clearly beefier than the other one. But honestly, I think that works pretty well. From like a concept standpoint, I think that works pretty good. So he'll go join our friends over there. And let's see what other arms do we get. We got some slashy arms. So I think we'll give this guy a slashy arm. What I should be doing is thinking about WYSIWYGing these guys. So like maybe some have a melee and a shooter, and some have just big shooters, and then some have double melee. It's probably what I should be doing, because while I want to play Death Factor, I'm probably also going to use these guys for probably also going to use these guys for one-page rules, Grimdark Future. So because of that, they probably will come in groups of 3 because of the kind of monster that they are. Right, they're kind of like, you know, you're going to fight a whole bunch of these guys. You're not just going to fight one and it's going to be very powerful. You're going to fight a whole bunch of them. So they'll probably come in groups of 3. That's how a lot of the like kind of more horde enemies work in one-page rules. So I should probably be building these in conceptual groups of 3. But it's all good. It's all good. I like this guy. He's dragging his chainsaw arm a little bit more. I think that's kind of fun. Just a little bit of plastic cement, and that gap will disappear when we go to paint. Alright, so let's see. What other pieces did I clip out? I've got a couple machine gun arms. I kind of want that one to have one big, like, double-handed gun. The idea of like a kind of zombie who's kind of like flat-footed, like kind of shambling, but he has like a giant machine gun. I think that's really fun. Alright, so I think I'm going to give him the biggest gun I can, which I think is this one. Okay. Oh, that's delightful. This is big fucking Chungus gun. That's really good. Make sure it connects up really well. Oh, I just thought of another example of this kind of like meat and computers thing would be the tech rot from Warframe. It's kind of more computers and like alien kind of meat. It's like computers and like the thing, but still kind of I feel like same result. Okay, his thumb is getting in the way, to be completely honest. So I'm just going to bend the hand a little bit. And this is the joy of multi-part plastics. See? And that works perfect. Just had to bend it a little bit and it got fixed. Just like that. Alright, now I think this guy should probably have a regular zombie head because he has so much other metal on him. So we'll pull off one of the regular zombie heads. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch in helmets. There's a bunch kind of just being zombies. I think we want just a regular zombie one. Could do a zombie one in a hat. We'll just do a regular zombie one. Yeah, these are the regular zombies up here. Alright, we'll do this guy here. Yeah, he looks like he's gonna fall over with that giant gun. That's really fun. Oh, that's awesome. Just kind of shambling and falling over with this gigantic machine gun. Or maybe it's a rocket launcher or something. Every time he shoots it, he just collapses. So good. Alright, let's see. What is this arm? Just kind of standard. Another machine gun arm? Yeah, we do another machine gun arm. So I would say that's one of the fun things about these like multi-part plastics, right? Is you kind of get to make the character for the mini, and there's something kind of like fun about that, you know. Like you wind up sort of making these things, and sort of as you build them, you kind of like you actually like get some character as you're building them, right? Like I showed this guy off on the stream on Sunday, right? This is one of my guys for Frostgrave, and he's just like a loaded down, like super heavily loaded Sherpa, right? And you know, just from that, like I have some personality, I have some character for who that guy is, right? Or this guy here, right? He's clearly a rogue of some kind, right? Like, and it's kind of fun. It's really fun to be able to take something that's kind of the same and make it yours, you know? It really lends itself to kind of your own little stories and stuff. And that's really fun. It kind of makes your, I don't know, at least for me, it makes my my imagination kind of go. And that's really enjoyable, you know? Like, I love the 41st Millennium. I think 40K is a really awesome setting. But sometimes I feel like just living in that kind of takes away some of like my agency, right? And my interaction with some of this media, right? And like the part of like getting to build the world and stuff, it kind of gets rid of that for me somewhat. You know, like you can kind of see like characters kind of just coming out of these already, right? Just from the little bit of putting them together. Alright, we're gonna give one guy a zombie head. We'll give him the head actually with the hat, because I liked that one. One with the hat and the broken jaw. That's pretty cool. We'll give him that one, and then we'll get this guy one of these robo heads. We'll give him this one. Right here. And then I guess these guys both need other parts still. So we will give one of them one of these robot heads and one of them a zombie head. That's what we'll do. So this guy will get this robot head and this guy will get a zombie head. Or, yeah. There we go. And then we'll save these parts for the raiders that we're also going to do today. But yeah, man, this is great. 10 out of 10. This automaton kit will keep me entertained for a long time. Because I'm going to be super honest, I'm probably also going to cut a bunch of those up and use them for World War II minis. But I'll cut off the kind of future looking guns and put like an MP40 or something on there. I'll probably also be doing that. But yeah, how cool is that? Dude's just like it's good shit. And this is kind of fun too, because then we have some kind of like more cyborgy ones, right? And then we have less cyborgy ones, and they'll kind of go really well together, being mixed like that, right? With the more and the less cyborgy ones. That'll be pretty sweet. Right? So yeah. But yeah, I'm 100% going to use these for World War II too. To go with some of my Nazis. So it'll be really fun to have the Allies have to fight a whole bunch of zombie mutants. Or like zombie robot kind of things. But I definitely don't want the like future machine guns with them, so. His neck totally looks broken. Oh. I mean, it's kind of fitting for a zombie robot, right? Gonna have kind of this janky broken neck. That's pretty cool. And this guy's gonna get another one of those heads. And then I think we'll do some of the... No! We'll do some of the what's it called too. I'll probably pull a couple of those out and we'll do them together. Scavengers, that's the word I'm looking for. Scavengers. Shit, what did I just do? Shit, I cut off half this guy's head, not paying attention. Okay, that's a mistake. I think we'll just put that to the side. Maybe I'll try to recover that. Maybe I won't. We'll get this guy a different head. Oh, fuck. That's my fault there. Yeah, I thought I was clipping off the bottom like this right here, right? But no, I was clipping off the whole fucking side of his face. Rip. That's a cool head. Where like the face is all wires hooked up to the eyes on the top. That's really cool. Alright, these guys need some zombie arms. I like the idea that maybe, you know, since there's some like variation in them, maybe they get like upgraded continuously, right? So they all don't start off like super zombie, or they all don't start off like super robot, and then slowly they're upgraded. Or maybe these ones were just more like decrepit and broken when the AI found them. You know, maybe the other guys are like fresher, or were fresher. You know. Just fun ideas. And it's this kind of multi-part plastic kit that really kind of, I don't know, lends itself to that kind of ideas and that kind of thinking and like making characters and, you know, really, like I said, gets the brain juices flowing. Yeah, look how good that is. That's really cool. He's got the one chainsaw hand. Yeah, that's good. And with these guys too, I think I'm gonna paint all the zombie flesh like kind of in the same kind of color palette, so that they kind of all tie together. Because like with real world zombies, I'm tempted to do like different skin tones and all that kind of stuff, but with these kind of fantasy monster zombies, I think I kind of want to just paint them all like maybe white to begin with, and then hit them with some kind of weird wash, so they become like some like weird off color, like kind of like a wounded kind of red or something, like a gory red. All right, we're gonna print out, or we're gonna grab some of these here as well. So this is Cultist, no, Stargrave Scavengers 2. This is one of the free ones that they sent me. We're going to hit a couple of these as well. With some robo bits. I like the idea of maybe they also, these ones are a little more put together, so maybe they could like use weapons and stuff. You know, like maybe stuff that's not entirely built in. Right, because that's why you build weapons into your zombie like robots, so they don't drop the damn things. You know. Yeah, I'll do a couple of these. I'll clip out two. We'll do two dudes too. I guess the two ladies will probably be enough to show it off. Okay, so let me find a machine gun of some kind, or like a pistol or something. Here we go. Sorry, I was leaning back with it just to look at it a little there. So that gives us a pistol arm, and I've got this pick arm, which I think is pretty cool as well. And then I've got a robot arm here and a scythe claw arm here. So yeah, let's look at our robot bits again. Could do. Let's see. God, there's so many cool bits still. This one I think might look kind of neat. This machine gun arm here. That one might look kind of cool on her. maybe we give her this, and then we give something else on the other side. This girl's kind of a bigger girl. It's kind of cool, actually. In a kit like this, you don't normally see that. I haven't. All I've done with this sprue, because I actually bought a box of these recently from Badger Games. All I've done with the sprue is steal weapons from it for my gnolls. I haven't actually built any of the models yet, so it's kind of cool to see. That's kind of a bigger girl. You can see it compared to like her. Right, like she's definitely thicker both in the waist and the chest. Like, that's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. It's nice to see. Representation's always important, you know? Are any of the guys like that? A little bit with this guy. He's a little bit bigger, but not by much. He also might just have a little bit of armor on him. But yeah, like she's a noticeably bigger girl. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we'll give her this machine gun arm. And then we'll give her the claw arm too, I think. Or we'll give her this, and she can have double guns. It's pretty cool. You have like double machine gun arm there. The other one needs... Okay, here we go. We'll give her this. It's kind of a cannon that's like a little more shoulder kind of built in. Yeah, it's kind of just a little bit more of a big shoulder kind of gun. That's really good. I think this one having double machine guns is kind of funny. Or we could give her the claw arm. Yeah, the claw arm actually puts her in kind of a cool pose, where she looks like she's kind of like looking to the side. That's pretty neat. We'll do that actually. I'm not letting them cure on the base with the glue properly. I'm too excited to put them together. Oh my god, so much fun. Yeah, that's super cool. Alright, let's get them some heads. Now, obviously the heads from this scavenger sprue are also going to work on the other bodies. And there's some pretty cool ones in here you could use, like this chimp head. Like this chimp head. If you wanted to make something that maybe wasn't a human. There's ones with like a hood and a gas mask. That would look really cool on an automaton. There's a bunch down here with hoods. Those would also look cool. There's some alien ones in case you want to make some alien automatons. Yeah, there's just a lot of good stuff in there. Sorry, I was zoning out, checking out the sprue, thinking how cool it was. Okay, so let's see. These guys, I want one with a robot eye. That's that one. And then what do we have over here? We have kind of this whole robo face. Then we have like a skull with like no bottom jaw. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I want to use the skull one. That one's really cool. Yeah, and then we'll check out the guys we made. I'm going to be super honest with you. I am going to be building these all night long. Oh, that's fucking cool as shit. Look at that. That's super cool, man. But yeah, I'm going to be building these all day long. I am going to stop streaming though, because it was a very long day at work, and I was actually not feeling super well. And that's actually catching up with me a little bit again. So I think I'm probably going to call it after we take a look at all of our guys. And I guess gals, now that we've built some of these scavengers. Yeah, that's super cool. Good stuff. Alright, let's look at some other ones. We've got Mr. Drill Arm here. And Big Gun Dude, who's screaming because every time he shoots his gun he falls over. This guy with his hat. The Clamps. And you know what? I love how sci-fi some of these are and how zombie some are. I think that makes a really cool aesthetic. Right? Like as a horde, I think when they're all mixed in, they're going to look really cool. Especially when they're painted similarly. This guy's got his chainsaw arm. This guy's got a robot face and a claw arm for extra body horror goodness. I think this is my favorite head on the sprue. One where it's the visor on the top of the head and the eyes are just cables. Because that's a really nice bit of body horror. This head's really neat too, with just the metal face mask. We got these two chungus. I feel like his head's sitting a little too low and I gotta lift it up. Sorry. There we go. There we go. That fixes that. That was just a little more low. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. So yeah, in the end, after equipping out 2 scavengers, 6 zombies, and 5 guys, this is what you've got on the sprue, plus a few extra little bits floating around on my desk. And one head that I ruined. Yeah. Oh, these are just so good. I cannot like sing the praises of this kit enough. I don't understand what this one is. That one I don't get, and this one I don't get how this one connects either. Looks like it's a rifle with a hand. Oh, I bet this plugs in there, and then he's like holding it really tight to the body. Yeah. Yeah, that's fantastic. It's absolutely wonderful. So yeah, so that's the automatons. They are wonderful. They are probably one of the best kits that North Star has ever put out. Yeah. Yeah, see how they did them in like a kind of a dark grayish? That's probably what I'm going to do. Something very similar. But yeah, those are legitimately probably one of the best kits North Star's ever put out. They're just so wonderful. But I'm going to call it there because I'm a little out of energy and I am big tired from working all day. But when I saw this, when I saw my awesome order come in with all these crazy extras, oh my god, I just had to stream. It was just too cool not to. Because to be completely honest, I knew I was going to build the shit out of these tonight either way. And I kind of wanted to share that, you know? Just, you know, it's not... It's nice when we get to be excited for something, you know what I mean? And that the thing that we like is actually cool, right? Like it's not disappointing in some way or anything. Like this kit is phenomenal. Like I said, my only thing is that it'd be cool if they had some pieces on here that were like little random robot bits. But to be completely honest, like this sprue is packed I can't ask for anything more, right? Like everything on the sprue is good. Yeah, really, really can't. If I want some little robot bits, I'll 3D print them. So, all right, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good one, and